Folks, welcome to the Method 2.0. My name's Peter Kalos, and here we are. For those of you that are joining us today, you'll need to find a place to lay down. Okay? Get as comfortable as you can, not right away. When we start a certain exercise, get as comfortable as you can, lie down. While I'm talking, you go do this. Okay? Make sure you can see your computer. And if there's anyone in the house, tell them for the next hour or so, we're going to stop this class today at like 8:15. For the next class or so, or the next hour or so, you can't be interrupted. You can't, get a phone call. You can't, have someone come in and say, hey, do you want a cup of coffee or anything like that? Okay? Because it takes away from the exercise. So get really comfortable, lay down on the floor, on a bed, on a couch, get a pillow. So you prop yourself up so you can see your screen. And for the most part, you don't even have to really see the screen as long as you can hear me. Okay? And I'm assuming that you can. If I can't hear you, I'll let you know. Really quickly, every time we do this class, I will always give you a little lecture. And the lecture is about why we're doing this and what we're trying to achieve beyond just doing acting classes here. I can't stress this enough, and I talk to people about this every single day. We're doing this so you create a habit, because there's a very good chance that most of you have done nothing with your acting since last week. And people don't understand how much this work requires, how much energy you need, how much dedication you need. That when I saw last week Mark Ruffalo's show, I forgot what it's called. It's on TV right now. The one where he's got a twin brother. The amount of people that called me and said, "Oh my God, that's amazing work. That's amazing work." What they don't know, he's one actor, for example, is that this guy has done so much theater years ago, before he was famous. He was at Stella's for quite a few years. He's done theater. He's done Shakespeare on stage. I mean, the acting muscle there is to die for. So the point is this, that if you don't have that kind of commitment, and if you don't have that level of acting muscle challenge, and as I've said to people, you've got to test your acting muscle at home. You don't want to risk it out there, because most people, as I've said in the past, only do this when they get in auditions or when they do this, and you're just basically out of shape. So this now, because we're all under lockdown, is the perfect time for you to get into it and create what we call a working habit. You need a few things, and I'll say this every week, so you make sure you do it. The first thing you need is a space to work in. You've got to get used to working at your house. You've got to get used to working in front of other people that you live with. Because if you don't do it, then it becomes private work, and you go, you know what? I can't work around this person, but you've got to get used to working around people. That's the nature of the job. You know what I'm saying? Unfortunately, we expose ourselves around other people. So have a space, have what we call a ritual, okay? And also have a schedule, because you need to invest. And I'm talking to those of you that really, really want to do this as a career. You need to invest at least a couple of hours a day, every day, for the rest of your acting life. Otherwise, you will not have the acting muscle that we're looking for. So now, I assume most of you are ready. Okay, I don't know if you are. I can't see most of you. Lie down, relax, get a pillow, whatever you need to. And like I said in the past, imagine that you can see me. You're able to see me. Now, if by any chance during this exercise you have an outside interruption, deal with it really quickly, get back into it. If you have to scratch yourself or move your body around, ignore that part of it, okay? The reason why we do this, so we're all on the same page, a lot of acting stuff happens up here. Stella Adler used to say, acting is all up here, imagination. And a bigger part of that is not just imagining things, but creating things, which means touch, feel, all that stuff. But sometimes as actors, literally your hands are tied And all you have is your brain. All you have is this. So this exercise is a connection of many different exercises I've done in the past. That's why we call it Method Acting 2.0, because it literally is exercises. So we're going to start. Get comfortable. I will play some music in the background. And the reason why I'm playing music, it helps to, I'll just pick a song that I put on there. If you ever pick songs like this, no words, nothing that influences you, and we'll just put it on repeat. You should be able to hear it enough. I think you can. And you should be able to hear my voice above it. This will go on and on and on. Now, we're going to go on a journey. It might take about 40, 50 minutes, maybe an hour. Lie down, and I hope you can hear me. It's called the big what if. And please, before I continue, one final thing. Always remember, what we do here is not therapy. Please understand that. These are just acting muscle exercises so that when you are on a film set, imagine you've carved a path down this road, your body is more comfortable going down there because your body starts to trust you and you go, you know what? I know we're headed down this path. So now, lie down, get comfortable. If you fall asleep, it's okay. You'll wake up eventually. Here's what we're after. The big what if. From now on, as much as you can, don't move. What if right now you left your home, wherever you are right now, wherever you are, you got into your car and you got into a car crash. And right now, it's okay to keep your eyes closed for now. I'll tell you when to open them. Right now, you're in a hospital, the closest hospital near you, and you've been injured from the neck down. You can breathe. This actually is based on a true story. You can't move your eyes willingly. So you can't move your eyes left or right, up and top. If they move, it's all involuntary as far as we're concerned. And let's just take some things and ferment the reality. What I mean by that is the more things you put into ferment the reality, the more it helps you. Thursday night, it's 7 o'clock. You got in your car, you drove, and the ambulance came. It took them anywhere from 15 minutes to half an hour to get there. They put you in the ambulance. They took you to hospital. The doctors came. They did whatever they did. And right now, it's about midnight or 4 hours from whatever time it is for you in your reality. And you're in a hospital bed. And you can open your eyes now. And without moving your head, without moving your eyes much, I want you to look at your hospital room. Now, by looking, I mean make things specific. If there's a source of light there, right? Like right now, I see a source of light there. Imagine, this is why we say imagination. Imagine that's your hospital light. That's the hospital light. And you can hear things. I remember this person, they said they could always hear things. They could hear everything, but they couldn't talk. The information wouldn't pass on. And now that we're here, I want you to pick 10 of, it's funny, we used to do this exercise years ago, and now it's very appropriate right now that we're in this whole coronavirus thing. I want you to pick 10 people that would be waiting outside the room for you. The first two have to be what we call mom and dad equivalent. It's mom and dad. And if you don't have a mom or a dad, what's that equivalent in your life right now? The ones after that, after the mom and dad level, can be brother and sister. And then the ones after that can be spouses, lovers. If you've got children, put them on the top tier. Let's put mom and dad and then children, for instance. So right now we're at 2, 4, say 5 or 6 people. And then after that, I want you to add close friends, 2 or 3 of your best friends. And at the very bottom, let's call them work associates, people you go to work with, or people you go to school with, or something. But that's the level. While I'm talking to you, you can hear me. You can't talk. You can hear your own breathing. It's okay to breathe. And make the light real. Now it's midnight. And what you have heard the doctors say is that you can hear the doctors, you can visualize the doctor, and the doctor has just said, this person has been in a car accident, and this is how they're going to stay for the rest of their life. Keep breathing. And now what I want you to hear the doctor say is I want you to hear the doctor say the list of 10 people that are outside in the waiting room. The reason why we force you to say the list of 10 is it forces you to make that list specific. Mom, dad, child, brother, sister, cousin, very good friend, and so forth. Hear the doctor say that. At one stage, you also hear the doctor say that you cannot have any visitors today. For those of you that have just joined us, because I assume there could be a few people that just joined us, lie down. Imagine you've been into a car accident tonight, and it's 4 hours from now, and you're in hospital. That's the best I can do. So right now, you heard the doctor say you cannot have any visitors tonight. Now, I'm going to tell you the only level of movement you have is opening your eyes, closing your eyes, opening your eyes, closing your eyes. So right now, you're in hospital. It's 4 or 5 hours from now. Close your eyes. You're going to go to sleep. Right now, you're sleeping. While you're sleeping, there's a very good chance that from that list of 10 people, at least half of them will go home. Maybe 2 or 3 will stay. We can assume we know which ones will stay. But the rest have gone home. You're sleeping right now. You'll wake up in about 5 seconds. Open your eyes. Look at that light. You're still in the same room. It's lighter. There's a lot more people running around. Once again, you can hear things and see things, but you can't actually move. And let's make this agreement. Anything you do from now on is involuntary. You cannot eat. You have a tube up your nose. Make that real. Imagine a doctor put a tube up your nose. You have tubes in your arms. You probably have a brace around your neck. And you're lying and you're still. And you're going to stay there. Listen to it. Let's do something. And remember, your job is to just stay there and use only your imagination now. Let's assume now that it's been 12 hours since the accident. So if you had the accident at midnight, it's now 12 noon. Now what I want you to do, I will talk you through this. One by one, or maybe we'll do it in couples at the beginning. Each one of that group of people will come in and visit you. So let's start with the top tier, the mom and dad equivalent. Go to that first. You're lying there. You can't move your eyes. You can't move your face. You can't move your head. But what you can do as an actor is, let's assume mom came in or dad. You pick whichever one you like. And they came in. And I want you to feel their hand on your forehead. You can feel their hand on your forehead. You can hear their voice talking. They're holding your hand. Pick one hand, and that's when you feel them talking to you. You feel their hand on your hand. You can smell them. Every person has a smell. And at the same time now, introduce the second parent. And you can hear them talking about you. You can hear them saying, oh my God, this is terrible. What are we going to do? Oh my God, are they going to be okay? And now they don't leave the room. They kind of step aside. And what happens now is, I want you to pick, if we've done the parents, now pick spouses and or children. Or if you're not married with kids, a lover. They come in. You can dismiss the parents. They're in the other room if you want to be more private with these people. But one by one, let's start with the spouse or lover. Lie down. Feel their hand now. Feel their hand. Feel it. Make it specific. Make it specific. Feel their hand moving. Feel their hand touching you. And they stand over to the side. And now if you've got kids or kids equivalent, brother, sister, have them come one by one. It's very important that you do one person at a time. And make it specific. Like if someone touches you on your hand, feel the hand. If someone touches you on your forehead, feel the forehead, feel the face. At the beginning, it's just one, just to establish people. And now they step to the side. And now I want you to pick two of your absolute best friends. These are people that have been with you, there for you in the past. Here you are lying still and they come in. I want you to hear their voice. Look at their reaction to seeing you like this. And then from there, once again, we're just doing this at the beginning to establish these people. From there, we're going to go to the co-workers. We'll pick two cousins before we go there. Let's have two cousins. Two of your best cousins. Cousins have known you longer than a friend. The cousins came in and saw you. Who would you pick? Feel their touch. What you can do, and I'll show you this, if you can see the screen, if someone's touching me here, in reality, I don't move. What you can do is move a little bit, just for the acting exercise, to feel their hand. And hear them say very, very specific things. Oh my God, are they going to be okay? Oh my God, all that stuff. And the last group of two are co-workers. Your job, people. Same procedure. Don't cut corners. Remember, as an actor, it's like, as I said in the past, you're a chef. You've got to always cut your ingredients, onions, garlic, all that stuff. So you're frozen, you're lying down, your body's in a coma, but you're aware, you can hear and you can see, but you can't move anything. So now, because it's around noontime, they have been there for half an hour. Let's be honest, when you go visit someone in the hospital, how long do you stick around for? Even if they stuck around for an hour. It's now 1 o'clock. It's Friday morning, 1 o'clock, Friday the next day for us. So now each one of them will slowly start to leave, because they're going to get on with their life. I want you now to work backwards. I want you to take the two best friends, or the co-workers, sorry. They say goodbye to you. Make sure they touch you. They could pat you on the shoulder. They may or may not kiss you. I don't think a co-worker will. So if it doesn't make sense for your own intelligence, don't. But they just left. Then we go to the two best friends. We'll give them 5 to 10 seconds to say goodbye to you as they leave. Then we'll go to the two best cousins. I want you to hear their voice once again. Who would touch you? Who would kiss your forehead or your cheek? Who would put their hand on your heart? Who would put their hand on your shoulder? Who would touch your hand? And they just left. Let's go to siblings. Or equivalent. When I say these things, it's or equivalent. Make it specific. They just left. Lovers, spouses, whatever you have, what would they do? I want you to hear a word from now on that each of these people say. Goodbye, I love you, see you tomorrow, whatever you want. But hear it. And now they just leave. If you've got children, once again, or whatever that is in your group, you got to hear it. And they just leave. And finally, we're down to the two parents. Once again, if you only have one parent, whatever's equivalent for you to substitute for the second one. If you've only got one, maybe one's enough. I want you to hear them literally not let go, because they don't want to leave. You're their kid. You're stuck in hospital. But guess what's going to happen? Eventually, they too will leave. They will get up and they're going to go home and sleep. So now they've left. Have them say goodbye. Don't move, just lie there. Have them say goodbye. And off they go. They just left. Now you're alone. I don't care who you envision as a nurse. Pick whoever you like. A nurse. They're going to come. I'm guessing now what nurses do. They could clean you up. You have to go to the bathroom. They've probably got a colostomy bag, which is a bag to make you look at a bathroom. They've probably got a diaper. You pick whatever you like. Once again, we're not doing, it's not a documentary here, but we're picking things that make sense for us. So you pick what you like. Either you got a diaper on or you got a colostomy bag or something. But you've definitely got a tube up your nose and definitely probably a tube down your mouth. And you've got a brace here and you've got tubes here. And you can hear your breathing. And let's take a guess. Between 4 and 6 people, let's go with 5. There's 5 other people in this room. You're aware of them. And now, at the count of 5, you will fall asleep. But now, and the true story is this young man who was in a coma, he came out of it after a while. He said when he was sleeping, he would dream. I want you now, when I finish counting, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, and go sleep. Close your eyes physically and dream, escape. The last thing you want to do is stay in this body, in this room. So knock yourself out. I don't care if you're a dragon flying across the universe. I don't care if you're wherever you like to go. Escape. You could be flying through the forest. You could be diving in the ocean. Whatever you like. Escape. Go for it. You're done. And 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, open your eyes. It's now been a week. It's been a week. Life, let's assume, has gone on and moved on from the coronavirus. People are back to what looks like normal. They've gone on with life. One week into it, we're going to do this a bit faster now. Why we can speed up a bit is because the first time around we slowed things down and made them specific. Once again, we're going to have these 10 people come back into your life. You're lying down. It's been a week. Mom and dad first. They walk in. Once again, remember, the object of, or the skill factor in any acting exercise is being specific. I want you now to feel their touch specifically. Do they kiss you? Does mom embrace you? Mom embraces you. Of course she would. And then dad. And then let's go to the kids' equivalent. They're happy to see you. Once again, don't bypass the process. Each person that comes into the room, hugs, kisses, touches, very, very specifically. And smell. Do you smell their aftershave? Do you smell their perfume? If they smoke, do you smell the cigarette? Your job is to feel it specifically on the body. So we've got the parents, the spouses, let's go to the lovers, wife, whatever, husband, whatever equivalent it is for you. They come in, they're happy to see you. They say hi to each other also. Followed by the 2 cousins. Once again, don't bypass the exercise. Every single one of them, touch, smell, hear, make the touch specific. One of them just wiped your eyebrow. See, every now and then, I do that as an instructor, but you're going to learn to do this by yourself. Every now and then we throw something in to keep the exercise fresh, because what happens is after a while, you just start to mimic what you did last time, and your body bulldozes through it. So they say it should be 80% the same, 20% new. So someone just wiped your eyebrow. Someone coughed as I did. 2 cousins, 2 best friends came in. Same process. Hear them, smell them, touch. And finally, two of the co-workers. And you're lying there now. And it's been a week. It's been a week. Right now, after a week, you're going to hear them talking, but they can't really talk to you because you can't respond. They're saying hi to each other. How are you? Good to see you. It's been a week. What's it like to get out of the coronavirus? How's it being back to work? They're talking around you. You're just lying there. One of them said that they heard from the car insurance and your car got totaled. And the other one said that the driver that caused this accident, it wasn't your fault. They haven't found who it is. Gone. And then they stick around. Let's be honest now. Let's be very, very honest. When you go visit someone at a hospital, how much time do you spend? On average, it's not much more than half an hour. So they spend half an hour. And let's work backwards now. The two co-workers come, they stand next to you, and they say, listen, it's sad to see you like this. We're going back to work. We'll keep in touch. We'll keep up with your news, but doesn't look like we'll be coming back here. Or they look at your parents and say, let us know what's going on. Have them say goodbye to you. Once again, a touch, a stroke. One of them could kind of stroke your forehead and touch your hair. And they leave. The best friends, two of them. Touch, touch, touch. One of them just hugs your body. They just gave you a good hug, a good squeeze. Feel that hug and squeeze. And they got up and left. And then we're down to the two cousins. Have two of your best cousins just hold your hand, tell you how much they love you. One of them kisses you. One of them embraces you. They love you to death. They tell you this. And they leave. Lovers, spouses, or brother and sister. We'll get to those. We'll do kids if you don't have kids. Same thing. Do they kiss you on the lips and they say goodbye to you? Remember, you can't move. Externally, this is a great way to express this. This is based on a true story, by the way. Externally, you're in a coma. As far as they're concerned, you cannot hear them, you cannot see them. But the reality is that you can hear them and you can see them, you just can't express anything. So the cousins or the lovers leave you, and now let's go to either kids or siblings. Pick whichever one you like. One of them strokes your arm and slightly squeezes your hand. They give you a little squeeze. And they leave. And now, Dad. They tell you they love you and they hope you get better. And finally comes Mom. She just falls on you, hugs you immensely. You feel a drop of her tear on your cheek. She kisses you 3 times. Some are on the face. You put it wherever you like. Make it specific. And the woman's a wreck. She gets up and leaves. Close your eyes. Sleep. While you guys are sleeping, I want you to escape. Go off into a forest. Fly, soar through the winds. For those of you that have just joined us, there's a few people that have just joined us. Imagine you've been in a car accident. Lie down, get comfortable, don't move. You're going to sleep for 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Wake up. Use the same light source. Whatever light source you have in your room, use that. But now you're in a different room. You're not in the same room. It's been 6 months. They've changed rooms. You're alone. We'll make you alone, but the room's smaller. And I want you to sit there. You still have a tube. There's a tube down your nose, tube down your mouth, and you've got diapers. And you're lying in bed. But now I want you to make this very, very specific. A doctor or a nurse comes, not a doctor, it would be a nurse, of course, and they wash your body with the cloth. I want you to make this very specific. They wipe you down with the cloth. It's a wet cloth. They move your arm, they wipe you under your arm, they wipe you under your arms, they wipe your belly, they wipe your chest, they wipe your private parts, they wipe your legs, your feet, your face. Do that in your own time, but make it very, 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 very specific. You can actually smell the cloth. You can smell whatever they're using to clean your body. And because of all these complications like bed sores, they literally, right now, they flip your body to the left and deal with your back. We'll give that a few seconds. And then they flip you on the other side and wipe your body. And they put you down. I want you to get used to seeing your ceiling. That's all you can see, because you can move your eyes. Not voluntarily anyway. Let's have some honesty now. This all depends on who you are also. 6 months. First of all, let's start with the parents. The parents, for our sake, turn up. Here's mom and dad. Same ritual. You hear them coming in. They're talking about where they parked. And there's a little argument there about parking. You shouldn't have parked over there. We had a better parking spot. You should have parked closer. They come, don't forget the ritual. Touching, kissing, caressing. Mom just commented on your hairstyle. Someone's cut your hair at the hospital. Let's just say it's not you. Then comes the children or brother or sister equivalent. 6 months from now, they would come. Don't cut corners, folks. For each one of these people, give them 10 seconds each to touch, to establish a connection. Which one touches your shoulders? One of them, as before, squeezes your hand. two cousins, they would come. Give them each 5 to 10 seconds again. Touch, smell. It's okay to breathe. Make sure you breathe. And for our acting exercise, you're not actually talking, but it's okay to make a sound. Just like we're doing relaxation, it's okay to just go, sound opens up the body. Remember, this is an acting exercise. It's not, but you can't talk. Now, this is what you have to answer now. Would your best friend turn up? 6 months. Don't answer it. I'll answer it for you. I'm going to flip a coin. Tails, they're coming. Heads, they're not coming. Tails, one of them turned up. Only one turned up. Which one of your best friends would turn up after 6 months? Once again, touch, stroke. They kiss you. And the two co-workers don't turn up. There's a very, very small chance that a co-worker would turn up after 6 months. And they're talking amongst themselves. There is absolute no need to talk to you. You haven't responded for 6 months. You hear one of your closest friends talk about the other friend that didn't turn up. And they say, oh my God, he or she is traveling overseas. They're having an amazing time. Brilliant. They've decided to move wherever they like. If they're actors, they're doing great. They went to New York and they're on Broadway or something like that. Life goes forward. And your friend is happy to see your parents, who by now look quite miserable. And your friend starts to leave first. They're going to go. They're busy. They have a date. Or there's a good movie on. They reach over, kiss you on the forehead, squeeze your hand, and leave. The two cousins find this a great opportunity to get out of here also, as we all do. And they say, we love you to death, gotta go. Don't forget, touch, kiss, stroke, whatever you do. They also leave. The spouse equivalent. It's been 6 months. One of your parents asks them, how's it going? And they say, good. And that's all they say. Depending on where we're all at in life, 6 months. And you've got to answer this honestly. Would you wait for someone who's been in a vegetable state for 6 months? All you heard is the word good. And they left. But you can smell their perfume or their aftershave. And now comes the brother or sister or the child equivalent. And they do the same thing. They love you, they kiss you, but they're gone. And now comes mom and dad. They don't talk to you. They reach over, they say, we love you. It's not a conversation. That's what I mean by that. They touch you, mom hugs you, and in 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, they just left. Close your eyes, go to sleep. I want you to hear internally you screaming and escape. What do you envision as you're lying there in your sleep? Anything but this. And in the count of 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, wake up. It's now been 3 years. Establish the light. You've been stuck in this room for 3 long years. Same as before. Someone comes in to replace the tube that's in your mouth or in your nose. Someone comes in to change your diaper. Feel that, make it specific. They're doing it very caring, very loving. It's a good nurse. And they wipe your body. Let's start from the face. I just want you, for each of these body parts that I mentioned, to feel one wipe with a cloth. They just wipe your face, wherever you feel it, forehead, cheek, mouth, whatever. They wipe your chest. They're in a hurry. They got other people to do it too. They wipe your belly. They wipe your left arm. They wipe down your right arm. They wipe your private parts. They wipe your leg. They wipe the other leg. They turn you to the side. They wipe the back of one side. They wipe the other side. They change you. You feel clean. And they leave you alone. It's been, what was it, 2 or 3 years? Let's say 3 years for the sake of argument, 3 years. Mom and dad walk in. They come in. They touch you. They kiss you. And then comes the other parent. The child or brother equivalent comes in. Remember now, they've grown by 3 years. Touch, kiss, hold you. Make it specific. The lover equivalent or spouse equivalent is not coming. You don't know this, but you hear mom and dad talk about how this particular weekend they had to take care of the kids because the lover or spouse equivalent has moved on. It's been 3 years. One of your cousins just turned up. Here comes the cousin. they just break down in tears. They announced that one of their parents has died. So now they're talking literally over you. They're talking about this. And at one stage, one of the parents, mom or dad, your cousin just asked, what did you do with all their stuff, your stuff? And mom said, I gave their computer and all their electronics to the sibling because they don't have use for a computer. We took all their clothes and we told people who would like to take something to remember them by, and the rest we gave to the Salvation Army. And we found some files. It was called acting notes. They found files, your resume, your headshots, your plays, your photographs of your whole career. And mom or dad said, we took one photo and we kept it, and the rest we threw out. And you heard her say, what else are we going to do with it? And in that conversation also, they mention about your best friend who's an actor. And they just scored a regular role on a TV show. They're doing great. And you hear someone say, but it's a lot of luck. And it's who you know. And that's what they just said. The cousin kisses you, says goodbye. The child or brother equivalent kisses you, says goodbye. The mother and dad look at you. This time, they embrace you. The other parent embraces you. They stroke your hand. They squeeze your hand. And they leave. Close your eyes. Escape. You escape for about 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Wake up. Wake up. You're still in the same room. Same light. This morning, you have a nurse, different nurse. Let's be clear about this. They're not being nasty. This particular nurse today is having a shitty day. Their spouses is cheating on them. Their kids are being a shit. They're losing their paycheck, something. They're not fucking happy. And they got a lot of people to take care of. So they have to give you a haircut first. Lie there, and they're going to trim your hair. At the count of 10, while I'm talking, they're cutting your hair. If you're going to move your head a little bit, imagine them moving your head. As I'm moving mine now, they're holding your head up. You're hearing the buzzer. 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, done. Once again now, they're going to wash your body. But they're in a hurry. Wipe, wipe, feel it. Feel it on your chest really quickly. Wipe, wipe your left arm. Feel your body, your right arm. Stomach, private parts, legs, other leg. Change the diaper. Flip you to the side. Wash the back. I want you to feel it all the way down your spine. They don't actually change much. Go around. They wipe the other side. Change your clothing. There you are. They didn't wipe you down too well. You feel that stickiness in your body. And you wake up in the same room. It's been 7 years. Now, you do your own math now. If you've got two parents, like I just lost a father just over a month ago, if you've got two parents, pick one that comes in the room. If you've only got one parent, no parent comes in the room. Go down a level. Go down to either a child or a sibling. So your choices are, if you've got two parents, one of the parents will come in. If you've got one parent in reality in life right now, your sibling will come in, brother or sister, or one of your kids. Pick one right now. That's who comes in to visit you after 7 years. Let's just take a quick moment here. What will they look like in 7 years? They look older. The stress of you has aged them. They're tired. Only one. And they come to you. They're alone. They tell you that if it's a mom or dad, they just tell you that the other parent died, old age. If one of your parents is only alive, then it's a brother or a sister telling you that mom or dad died. And here's how they died. Miserably. They were heartbroken over you. As they're talking, they're stroking your hair, trying to kind of make some sense of your new haircut. And they're saying to you that this accident destroyed many people's lives. It destroyed mom or dad's life. They didn't have any more functions. They didn't have any more birthday parties. And speaking of birthday parties, the only reason why they came today is it's because it's your birthday. 7 years down the road. And they just said to you, I hope you can hear me. And they're going to sing happy birthday to you right now. La, 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 la. I want you to hear their voice. La, 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 la. La, 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 la. La, 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 la. As they're stroking your hair. And they're saying they love you. And now, remember this based on a true story also. They say to you they can't come here anymore. They can't. It's been 7 years. You haven't moved. You haven't responded. Your room is empty. There's a photograph on the mantelpiece, and that's about it. The parents are gone. The kids have moved on. We haven't seen your lover or your spouse for 4 years, but we hear they're doing great. And now you've got 10 seconds that they say goodbye to you. They kiss your hands. They take your hands and they put them up to their face and they kiss them. They reach over and they kiss your forehead. They reach over and embrace you. And they say, I love you. And I'm so sorry, but I just can't keep coming here. And I want you to see them on the count of 5, they will leave. And this is, in fact, the last time you will see them. It's okay, this is based on a true story, to scream internally. The person this happened to heard their mom saying goodbye, and they say internally, they were saying, don't go, don't go. So knock yourself out. It's okay to make a sound. They can't hear the sound. This is just for acting exercise. You can go, but they can't hear it. As far as we're concerned, from the outside, you're dead. So 5, 4, 3, 2, door closed, they're gone. You're alone. Close your eyes, go to sleep. You're asleep. You're going to daydream for 10 seconds. Escape. Soar through the wind like a bird. Go to different planets, do whatever you like. But definitely don't stay here. And 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, wake up. There's a light source in this room. Not the room you're in. They took you somewhere very far. Because the hospital they first put you in was right next to where you live, but it's very expensive. Imagine the consequences. You've been here now for 10 years. Imagine the consequences. The expense. So they've taken you to a hospital further out for economic reasons. Somehow, a nurse walks past and she has a mirror for whatever reason, and I want you to see your face 10 years from now and you haven't moved. Look at your hairstyle. Look at the weight gain. And realize for the last 3 years, you have not had one visitor. And I want you to hear the nurse refer to you as it. The nurse just says, I have to move it from this room to the other room. This nurse does not know your name. They don't know that you had a dream to become an actor. They don't know that you once had a lover or a child or a parent. They don't know how ambitious you were. They know you as it. You've been lying here for 3 years on bed number 16. And they have to move you. So now what happens? You get one opportunity. And please understand, this is based on a true story. At the count of 10, I want you, we're going to imagine that the nurse walks past. And right about when I tell you to, the nurse makes eye contact with you. And I will tell you what to do. 10, 9, 8, 7, 6. Right now you made eye contact. And by some miracle, your eyes start to move. Move your eyes and make contact with this nurse. Let them know you're alive. And they say to you, can you hear me? And nod just with your eyes, yes. The nurse gets so excited that they drop the mirror and they go and they run in and they bring a doctor. And now the doctor comes rushing in. And they do all this shit that doctors do. They put a light in your eyeballs, and then slowly but surely your eyes, you can actually blink. And your mouth can actually move. Move your mouth. And slowly but surely your head can rotate. And slowly but surely you start to get movement in your shoulders and move your arms. It's been 11 years. And slowly but surely start to get up. Start to get up. And slowly but surely sit up. And in 11 years, this is the first time you're actually going to stand up. And I want you to find that nurse and hug them. Hug them tightly and say thank you. Because if it wasn't for that nurse catching your glimpse of eyes moving, it would be over. And embrace them and thank them. And let go of the exercise. Get up, walk around, move around, stretch your body, make a sound. Let go. We've got a couple of minutes together. Why we did this is so that you understand how powerful this is, your mind. The other reason why we do this, you can't do this shit in 2 minutes. You can't. Directors think you can, producers think you can, casting agents think you can. Good work takes time. But we're not selfish about it. If they shoot at 7 a.m. and you need an hour to get ready, you better start working at 6. You can't hold up a whole set, but you better start working at 6. This is a body, it's not a machine. Even the computer takes time to start up. You hear it, it doesn't just zap, it's there. So you've got to condition the body. It also shows you how strong this can be, but also the discipline is to do it specifically, not to cut corners. This was a very, very brief exercise for you to realize, imagine this now, with everything else. Please, this, whatever we're doing, I don't even know what it is, live class, whatever it's called, will be on the Melbourne Actors Lab Facebook page, I assume. I want you to do this exercise again on your own time. Golden rule, don't just mimic. Rediscover everything. And it's okay to add little things. Someone bought you a gift, someone bought your photo, maybe the lover stayed, maybe, I don't know. And the golden rule to our work is not to expect a result. Because the body is not stupid. The body will go, as Marty Landau used to say, the character doesn't know the end of the scene. The actor does. You don't know that you're going to be stuck here for 11 years. So that's the class for tonight. I'm going to stay here. I'm going to go onto Instagram or something. The details I don't quite know, but go to, I think it's the Melbourne Actors Lab Instagram page. If it's not that one, it's probably Peter Kalos. I'm not a big Instagram person, but it's going to be one of those. And at about 8:30, we're going to talk for about an hour. We're going to talk about the Taxi Driver, the film. Feel free to join us if you're up to it. If not, that's okay. I will see you all next week. Next week, I want to see some more monologues, and I definitely want to see some, what's it called? Show reels. I'll email you all, or I'll put this on the page. Anyway, great work. I hope you don't treat it like therapy. It's acting skills, and just to show you how strong this is. So take care, knock yourselves out. See you all next week. Bye. Bum, 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 bum. I'm done. Bum, 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 bum.